Simon?
Well played. As I'm sure you know, you've gone 18 innings without a half century before today. Did you ever feel any pressure from that? Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Falling short of my own expectations really, I think, is the main source of pressure. I've been, over my career, I've scored runs for England in T20 cricket, so it's, and to be honest, the overriding feeling is you just miss doing it and you miss contributing to the team. But you only ever have two options really. You can either give up or you just get out there and scratch your mark and have another go. So I certainly was aware of it, and big relief today to score some runs.
Your self-belief has never wavered?
No, not really. I think I've had some, challenging times. Obviously, the World Cup, I didn't play well and got in my own way a bit sometimes. But knowing going to the IPL and playing really well there, gave me a lot of belief that my game is very much still there. But I did feel the pressure probably coming back into this year and wanting to do it again in this year.
And so, how much fun did you have today?
Yeah, a lot. Absolutely. I think really committed to how I've tried to play my cricket over the last 15 odd years for England today. I think in the recent past I probably haven't been true to myself, and that's more of a mindset thing than the way you play. So just trying to really double down on that today, and obviously delighted to score runs.
Josh, you said then you wanted to do it in this shirt. Has there been any point since giving up the captaincy last year that you might have thought about your England career and considered whether you were going to carry on, or has that stage never come to you?
Not from myself. I guess when you go a long time without scoring runs, you think the guys at the top might be thinking it's time to move him on. Probably what helped me today actually is going, do you know what, unless you start scoring runs again, then there's probably a conversation to be had, because there's some brilliant players on the outside pushing for your spot. So in a weird way, that gave me a lot more freedom today to, if I was going to fail, I'll do it on my own terms.
So you were very much thinking about this. It wasn't like an outside noise, it was you very much thinking about it.
Yeah, and to be honest, I've played long enough to know there's outside noise, and I'm sure I don't read much of it, but trying to, your strengths overdone can become a weakness, and one of my strengths is a thirst to get better, be curious and improve. But obviously overdoing that can lead into maybe putting a bit too much pressure on myself or overthinking. So it's just trying to find the right balance, because if I didn't care, I wouldn't be here, and so there's no point going out there and say play without a care in the world, because I do care and I want to score runs. It's a great team to be involved in. I really enjoy the environment. I enjoy the changing room. It's something, playing for England is really, really special. So I've never thought about sort of doing that from my own way. If the powers that be wanted to move me on, then that's there.
And are you curious for the next couple of years? Is that obviously a World Cup in a couple of years? Is that how long you want to be curious for?
Yeah, I want to give it my best all the time. I think it's a really special thing to play for England. I absolutely love doing it. Days like today obviously feel amazing. So I think that's what I've missed is that feeling. That feeling of contributing to a series win, to winning games for England. I just miss batting. I still love batting. The feeling of hitting good shots, of being in control and playing well. So whoever that be for, I've still got that thirst to do that, but especially for England.
Well played, Josh. Harry Brook was also excellent today. How good was he, and how impressed have you been with his captaincy throughout this whole series as well?
Yeah, he's been absolutely brilliant. I think him and Baz are a great double act. They've led the team seriously well, and Harry's playing some incredible cricket. It's fantastic to watch him. You think about being out of form, and you wish you could give him one of your shirts to go and wear to have a bat in. So he's amazing. I was actually thinking at the non-strikers end, I think he's probably got one of the best mindsets of a batter that I've ever played with. I think he's obviously got the talent, but the mindset that he comes to the crease with is incredible. So yeah, he's a really special player.
Joss, are you surprised by how India sort of capitulated in this series? You've played with a lot of these players in the IPL. What do you think it was?
Yeah, look, I think India are an incredible side, and I talked about myself and my own expectations. There's always big pressure on India and expectations, and being back-to-back world champions, they're a top team. But I think we've played some really good cricket. We've put them under pressure. I think of the England team, it's probably the most complete performances. I think some of the most complete performances I've been involved in with the bat, ball, and in the field. So we've put India under pressure. They've had to play well to try and beat us, and not been able to do that. And I don't think T20 cricket can go like that. Once you get the momentum and confidence, which we've had from very much so from Manchester, chasing that score down, and I just think we've played really well.
Josh, I wanted a word on Tom Banton's fielding. Some sharp catches at backward point, covered good, grounded long off to convert some tough chances. For someone who keeps wickets for his county, his movement in the outfield has been a treat to watch.
Yeah, he's been brilliant, and again, like I said, it's been such a complete performance throughout this series. The batting, the bowling, and the fielding has been exceptional, and Tom's been brilliant in the field. He's taken some great catches. He's made some fantastic saves on the boundary, and all of that feeds into the performance. The way the boys have fielded, and we dropped a couple tonight, but I think throughout the series, all three facets of the game has been really, really good, which you don't get often. So I think against a top team like India, we should be really proud of that.
Will Nick and then we're done.
Joss, your celebration when you reach 100 seems maybe more emotional, expressive than usual. Is there anything behind that?
Oh, it's just been a long time coming, I think. I suppose you have those days where you wonder if you'll ever score 100 again in an England shirt, and yeah, obviously delighted to be able to do that. And yeah, my dad passed away nearly a year ago now, and it's something I wanted to score 100, and that's sort of been on my mind a bit, but yeah, just more relief than anything.
Josh, just on the Harry, Brendan leadership, I guess, what are the kind of characteristics that stand out the most from their kind of the way they lead?
Yeah, I think the clarity that they lead with, they're very clear on the way they want the team to play, the way they want to operate, but they're very malleable in style. I think they're always looking for guys to see the rewards of what they can do and express their talent. But the communication throughout this series in different surfaces, on different characteristics of grounds, how we've adapted, the way Harry reads the game and makes his bowling changes. I think we've got a side, obviously matchups in T20 is a big thing, and we've got a side there with a bowling attack that seems to have a matchup for whoever comes in. I think he's been really quick to execute those, and yeah, I just think they're really aligned, and they give a lot of clarity and a lot of conviction with their methods.
And how confident would you be about that association, that alliance extending successfully into the longer format?
Yeah, I'm very confident.
Cool, thanks all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Josh.